Hello everyone, I am Shivantika, legal intern at Lexis and Company for the month of June, and today in this video we'll understand the enforcement of a foreign award in India. So basically, under the Arbitration and Conciliation Amendment Act of 2015, there are two avenues available for the enforcement of a foreign award in India. That is the New York Convention and the Geneva Convention, as the case may be. Okay. So we'll talk in this video about the enforcement under the New York Convention only, and later in another video we'll take up the enforcement of foreign award in the Geneva Convention as well. So, coming back to the New York Convention, Section 44 to 52 of the Arbitration Conciliation Amendment Act of 2015 deals with the foreign awards passed under the New York Convention. So, the New York Convention defines the foreign award as an arbitral award on differences between person arising out of a legal relationship, whether contractual or not, considered as as commercial under the law in force in India, and made on after the 11th day of October of 1960. So, therefore, in pursuance of an agreement in writing for an arbitration to which the convention sets forth in the first schedule applies, and in one of such territories as the central government being satisfied that the reciprocal provisions have been made out, may be by notification in the official gazette, declare the territories to which the said convention basically applies. From the above stated conditions itself, it is clear that two prerequisites for the enforcement of a foreign award under the New York Convention is necessary, and those basically in simple words are that one, the country must be a signatory to the New York Convention as well. Second would be that the award should be made in the territory of another contracting state, which is a reciprocating territory and notified as such by the central government as well. So, Section 47 provides that a party applying for the enforcement of a foreign award shall, at the time of the application, produce to the court firstly the original award or the duly authenticated copy itself, or the original arbitration agreement or a duly certified copy. Third would be any evidence that is required to establish that the award is a foreign award. As per the new act, the enforcement of a foreign award will now only lie in the High Court. So once an application for the enforcement of a foreign award is made, the party has an opportunity to file an objection against the enforcement on the grounds which are recognized under Section 48 of the Act. And such grounds can include: number one, that the parties to the agreement referred to in section 44 that we discussed were under the law applicable to them under some kind of incapacity, or the agreement is not valid under the law of which the parties are subject to, or failing any other indication thereof under the law of the country where the award has been made. Second would be that the party against whom the award is invoked is not given a proper notice of the appointment of the arbitrator or the arbitral proceedings, or otherwise unable to present his case. Third would be that the award deals with a different, not contemplated by the by not falling within the terms of the submission to the arbitration, and also contains decisions on the matters that are beyond the scope of the submission of the arbitration. Fourth would be that the composition of the arbitral authority or the arbitral procedure was not in accordance with the agreement that was made between the parties itself, or failing such agreement which was not accordance with the law of the country where the arbitration took place. That is where the seat of the arbitration basically was. Fifth condition would be that the award has not become binding on the parties yet, or has been set aside or suspended by a competent authority of a country which under the law which under the law or that the award was made. Or the sixth condition would be if the subject matter or if the difference is not capable of settlement of arbitration under the law of India, or if the enforcement of the award would be contrary to the public policy in India. So basically, the Amendment Act has restricted the ambit of violation of public policy for the international commercial arbitration to only include those awards which are, number one, affected by fraud or corruption. Second would be contravention with the fundamental policies of the Indian law. And third is the conflict with the notions of morality and justice. After biting to so many vast cases and precedents, we have now come to these 3 points that holds good in today's law. It is further said that if an application for the setting aside of the suspension of the award has been made by a competent authority, the court may, if it considers proper, adjourn the decision of the enforcement of the award and may also, on the application of the parties claiming enforcement of the award, order the other party to give suitable security. Now, coming to section 49, it provides that the court, if it is satisfied that the foreign award is not enforceable under this chapter, the award shall, if the court is satisfied that the foreign award is enforceable under this chapter, the award shall be deemed to be a decree of the court itself. That's all for this video. We'll meet again in the another video. We'll talk about the Geneva Convention in that video. Thank you so much for watching.